My name is Blade Thompson. I'm an injury attorney based out of Atlanta, Georgia. I practice law in all 50 states. Specifically, I'm licensed to practice law in Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. I used to work at a law firm with 80 lawyers in 5 states, and they did not have a system. It was just the old school way of meeting with a client in person or giving them a call on the phone. And they did not have a system to text clients. I mean, this is a very large personal injury law firm with 80 lawyers. So I left that firm because I was finding that technology could be leveraged to keep a firm lean and mean while being extremely productive. My family is my number one priority, and I was spending more time away from my family when I was working at that very large personal injury firm, even though I had fewer cases than I do now. So I think where a lot of lawyers, my generation, maybe 10 years of practicing law or younger, are shifting to trying to, live a life outside of the law, and one of my law school professors said to us that the law is a jealous mistress. And I felt like that at the old firm where I was with 80 lawyers. Like, we were working our butts off. We're all on commission. No one was paid salary. We're all contractors, but we had to hustle. And I realized there was all these like repeat steps we were doing. I was like, this should be automated. There should be technology all across the board, and they just weren't doing it. I really think it's just finding ways where case status can be leveraged to maximize your productivity without taking your time away. I mean, my time on earth is short, even though, I'm very young. Like, time flies, and we don't get that time back. Yesterday's gone. I can't get that back, but I can change what happens next. And so at our law firm, I'm not about working my staff to death. I'm not about working myself to death or my clients. I'm about being a human being and providing the best customer service I can without, draining my wallet or killing my efficiency. I was looking for a way to message clients automatically to get information, to just check in, because I'm not perfect. I'm a human being, and I will have to have one heck of a reminder schedule on my calendar to follow up with a client every week to see how they're doing. And that's going to take hours upon hours. I mean, I think y'all say, you save a law firm on average 4 to 5 hours per person, per user, because they're not having to per week. But the point of all that is to say, when I met case status, I was kind of blown away, and I wasn't ready for it yet because I didn't realize how advanced it was. And so whenever I signed up, I didn't initially jump right on. They put all my clients in there, but I wasn't really using it. And so maybe 3 months passed, and I'm like, F this, I'm about to start using it. And it just totally changed the game for me. So there were files that I was like, oh, this one's in litigation. I don't need to use case status. And I'm like, wait a minute, reopen that file in case status, because I see the benefit. Being able to mass message clients, like 5 clients that were in the same car wreck, and say, okay, they sent over these discovery responses. I need to know if this is the correct list of all your medical providers that you've seen, in the last 10 years, for example. They love it. And my referrals have gone up from, direct referrals from clients. I think a lot of lawyers make the mistake is they look for that big advertising lawyer in their community to go to and say, hey man, will you send me some cases? I'll send you a referral fee, blah, blah, blah. When really they should be focused on their clients and letting their clients go out into their community and recommend people, because you don't get good cases off of billboards and TV ads. You just don't.
Sure.
I mean, maybe you do, but it's not worth the money. But the clients I have are my, source, my energy to go and get more business. And So I get a lot of client referrals, and that's really growing my practice. So I have clients that I represent that are minors, you know, under the age of 18, with parents' consent to be represented. Sure. And some of my clients are as old as, you know, late 70s, early 80s. And, you know, for my clients that are senior citizens and older, they're still able to log in and check messages on their computer or their phone. Case status is very user friendly. It doesn't require like all this complex like login information. It's just if you can remember your phone number, you can get into case status, you know,
right?
Which is awesome. So a lot of my clients that don't have smartphones, they just have a computer at home. They just log in and check it like they do email. So
right.
I have extremely good feedback from clients. I can see a positive, you know, vibe from my clients when they are on case status versus when they were not on case status. But if you don't check on your clients, they're never going to send you business. They're never going to write you a good review, and their case value is going to go down because you're not paying attention. It's allowed me to take an hour to say, okay, it's 2:00. I'm going to play in the splash pad on like a Wednesday afternoon, you know, when I should be at my desk. Like, no, I don't have to be because I'm ahead of my game, right? I'm going to go play in the splash pad with my 1-year-old daughter, right? That's time that I can never buy back. And a lot of lawyers get towards retirement age and they regret all that time they spent away with their family. There's this picture I posted on LinkedIn and Facebook, and let me see, Instagram too. And it's me and my daughter playing in the splash pad. And I'm wearing my case status t-shirt. It was kind of ironic. And I didn't y'all didn't tell me to do that. I just was totally wearing it. And my wife took this picture and I kind of thought about it. I'm like, you know, this is why I'm able to do this, because I'm not on the phone or manually texting clients. Like, it's all automated. And, you know, my clients, like, they don't feel like I'm neglecting them. That's how easy it is for the lawyer to respond. You know, you're traveling, you're on the airplane, you get a notification, someone send you a message, log into the app, respond, or get on your laptop while you're in the air. I haven't been on an airplane, you know, since 2019, but, you know, the whole point is it's possible. You know, you're walking the streets of New York City because you're on vacation and it's a Friday, but you're technically working because it's Friday. And so you're just messaging a client through the app. You know, it's super easy. Or like me, you're just sitting at home during the quarantine of COVID-19. And so you're deciding, okay, I'm going to message them off my laptop. You know, the analogy I would say is, and I think lawyers need to understand this, we tell our clients to wear their seatbelt, right? I mean, everybody knows that's common sense. Case status is common sense for personal injury law firms and other law firms that may find it useful for their practice. So think of case status like a seatbelt, right? It'll protect you, it'll keep you safe, and it'll get you where you're going in one piece, hopefully, right? So I think lawyers that aren't using case status in this digital age should really consider turning in their bar license, because they're not providing the ethical obligations to their client or clients if they're not using something like case status to manage them, keep them happy, keep them informed, and better yet, make our jobs easier and capture that data we need to hit a home run.